Hello, a very good day. And in this video, I'll show you a few steps in PyMOL that can dramatically improve the quality of your images after docking for publications, your theses, presentations, and even for conference posters. First, we want to set the background to be white and all we simply need to do is use the command prompts. In this case, bg color white. Oh, my bad. It's not a hyphen. It should be an underscore. bg. Yeah, a white background is standard for most scientific journals for contrast and makes the figures look clean and very professional. Next, we now want to make the background transparent. So we'll use set ray opaque and background off. I'll type that now in the command prompt and then continue the video. Okay, so you can see in the command prompt, set ray opaque background off. Then I'll just run. Okay, that's already done. Set to 0. This command simply tells PyMOL to render the background as transparent instead of white opaque. So transparent images are useful if you want to insert these images into PowerPoint slides, your posters or manuscripts so that they don't have a visible white box around. So once we have done this, we now want to improve the smoothness of the image. And this time we're using set anti-alias. So I have entered set anti-alias to true, and using this particular function reduces the jagged edges, like you can see from the molecule here, and it smoothens the boundaries of atoms, bonds, and molecular surfaces to give a much more polished figure. So once we have done this, we now have to render the image in very high resolution. So here we set the particular parameters we want. I have set resolution to 3279 and 1349, and the essence of this is to specify the output width and the height in pixels. A larger image, if you choose a higher boundary, you have more details. And remember, most journals target 300 dots per inch for colored images. So if we now click this to run, we give it some time for it to process the whole command. So now it has processed it and we can see that we have this. So it depends on what you want specifically. You can see now that the height and width we cover much area that is not required. So if you are going to try your hands on something, you can try to okay, let's just even try it here. Let's retain the height, which is good enough. Let's take that. But remember, we are also aiming at 300 dpi. But I would just do this to see how it works. 2500 instead. Sorry. Ray 2500, comma 1349. Then run. We'll give it time again to see how it affects the outcome. Okay, you can see now the height remains where it was. The width has reduced a bit. So you can just play around with the figures to adjust. but ensure that the figures you are choosing will give you minimum 300 dpi at the end of the day. So in other cases, you could even use a very high resolution like I did earlier, and then trim off the excess using a picture editing software, because by then the quality is already established. So once you have done this, the final command in the sequence is to now save the output. So the you choose any name you want. Let's say save. What name now? Let's just say test compound dot png. It renders all images mostly in png, and you enter. But I need to confirm where it's going to save to so that I'll know where to look for it. Working directory. Let's see. Okay, itaclinic acid 1GSF. I think I know where that is. So we'll come here and just say go. So wrote this pixel image to this as this. Okay, interestingly, I have traced the test compound to the saved compound to this particular directory. So that is it, 597 kilobytes. But we can view to see the quality. Okay, I'll use something else that is going to give us something clear. Open with paint. Okay, so we have the final outcome here, and you can see that yes, the picture quality is really sharp. So that's it. You can now resize from here based on what you want for your publication requirements, and then the quality stays intact. And you can see that this is now far better than what we started with before the rendering. So that is it. Best wishes in your research work.